Alright, so in case you're wondering, settings I'm using is I have a preset here for action, which is TAV. Let me just get it back on the screen here. TAV, auto ISO 100 to 6400, AFC with select focus, where I can pick whichever focus point. I've got the expanded autofocus on at, I believe it's 9 points. And it's set in MTF, so you know, the best aperture for the sharpest photo, and that's pretty much it. So let's start tracking some seagulls, shall we? Actually, no, I have it on auto 25 auto for continuous tracking at 25. So let's see how we fare. Yeah, it does focus slow. And apparently there's a lot of ants climbing up. Oh, whoa, what is that? That is a turkey vulture. Well, so far. Oh man, yeah, ants are everywhere. I'm in the wrong spot. They're all getting in my shoes and everything. Yeah, that's not fun. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna find somewhere else to go here before I get eaten alive by all these red ants. Alright. Let's take a quick peek, see if any of these preliminary shots are in focus. Nope. Nope. It's close, but it's not quite. Anyway, I'll show these on screen. Alright, let's see here. Let me get out of all the ant infestation. Okay. Alright, oh, there's the turkey vulture. So at least get that. Should be able to do that with this. Yeah, it's not moving too fast, so pretty simple. Alright, now I'm going to switch to the 150-450 and we'll see how that fares. Just do a quick showing of the size difference between the DA Star 6250 and the DFA 150-450. It's a massive difference. I mean, the DFA 150-450 is bigger than my K-3 with the 6250 mounted together. Remember, this is a 4.5 pound lens, so it does weigh a fair amount. Just keep that in mind if you're not going to be using a tripod. It does start to get a little heavy at the end of the day when you're hand holding, but it is doable, which I'm going to be doing in a moment. And all right, well, let's get back out there and see how quickly this can acquire focus and see if it locks. Okay, well, one thing is I'm having some video issues. I think the video on the phone itself, it's starting to overheat. It's getting really hot due to the sun, but that's all I've got on hand right now, so it's going to be a little choppy. Hopefully the sound actually works. But alright, let's just get right to shooting some seagulls, because I have no idea where that turkey vulture went. I think it just took off and disappeared. Yeah, I'm way not in the right focus area here. Alright, that's better. Okay, now let's go find some. And that was a tree that I just got. Alright, now let's zoom out. So we're at total total 450 here. I was hoping that one was going to turn around. Yeah, a couple of those shots were way off. So when you're at 450 and you're hand holding, you've got to be completely steady. It's pretty difficult. I want to get one where it's actually coming straight towards. Oh, come on. Turn around. Up and nope. A little bit back though. There we go. And let's just do one more, hopefully. All right. See how many keepers there are out of that, and that's pretty much it. Now back to the lab. So here's the images from the DA Star 6250. Now on the back of the camera, as usual, it looked like everything, it looked like I missed a couple. They were slightly off, but once I actually started cropping and looking at the images themselves, yeah, it was a pretty weak result, unfortunately. I had done some testing with the DA Star 6250 previous to this, and I realized it really is not a sports-oriented lens. The focus on the SDM system, it just seems to take too long. I think there's just way too many moving parts within the SDM system. It does focus silently. It is a brilliant lens. It's awesome for portraiture, like no doubt about that. But I also think the environment, it was really, really humid. It was hot. It was hazy. Very, very strong light, a lot of contrast. And I think that also added to the issues. I'm actually not entirely sure if it's a matter of them not being in focus, or if it's a matter of just the environmental conditions of where I was shooting that led to just the lack of sharpness. It's really hard to tell. I may have to revisit this another time in different conditions to see. But anyway, here's the DFA 150-450. Much, much better showing overall. Much, much better showing. There were a couple that, didn't quite come out 100%, but in regards to the keeper rate, the 6250, there was absolutely none. And the DFA 150-450, same day, same conditions. You saw it yourselves previous to me showing these photos themselves. And it did a really good job. And that lens is a joy to use. I went around, I started shooting a guy on a Sea-Doo afterwards, and I just walked around. Obviously, everyone was staring at me. And this guy actually stopped Sea-Dooing. He was like, "Oh, well, what's this guy with that giant camera?" Anyway, so that's pretty much it. There's the complete back-to-back comparison, and I'll see you guys on the next video.